I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to start this video, so hello, let's wash my face. I have shared my skincare routine with you guys in the past, and I have very strong opinions on just about everything, including skincare, which is pretty funny to me because when Bambu Earth reached out to me and asked if I'd be willing to try their products, at first, it was a hard no. Why? Because I'm Courtney and I love reading ingredients labels. And when I read the ingredients labels on these products, I didn't get it. I didn't understand. How can it be face wash if there's no surfactants in it? If there's nothing in it that's gonna foam, lather, suds, or bubble? I have had a very hard time with my skin for a very long time. In fact, I did do a round of Accutane at one point in my life because of how bad my cystic acne was. And it was only getting worse the older I got. I had always had acne-prone skin, incredibly sensitive. It didn't matter what I used on my skin. It was going to work for a very short period of time and then kind of slowly sort of start to fall apart. Most of these skincare videos start with a little backstory of the history of the person's skin, and this kind of helps you. It gives you an idea about whether or not this particular skincare routine will indeed work for you. So why don't I just tell you my story with my skin, my skincare journey. I guess I do know how to start this video by sharing what my skin has been like. We'll go way back. Sweet baby-faced Courtney got her first official zit when she was 11. And guess what? I have had a zit on my face every day of my life from the time I was 11 till I was 35. That is 24 years of zits, my friends. Those people who say you grow out of your acne, well, to be fair, I'm 5'1", so maybe I just didn't grow high enough, grow tall enough to grow out of my acne. Just kidding, sort of. I started using oil of Olay when I was 11, washing my face with a cleanser that foamed and sudsed. I used toner. I used moisturizer that contained SPF. Yes, I used that both morning and night. I have had a skincare routine since the age of 11, and the older I got, the more and more I started using products targeted towards acne and like fixing acne or fixing a problem. There was always actives in my skincare. In fact, I have shared my skincare routine here before a couple of times. That is not my current skincare routine. We'll call this my current skincare routine, but of all of the skincare routines I have used in my 24 years of doing skincare on my particular skin, this one gives me the most hope. I am definitely the most encouraged I have ever been with a particular routine. At the time of filming this video, it is June 2024, and I have been using this routine since January. So in the cold weather, in the hot weather, I've been using this routine for 6 months, and my skin is actually, for the first time in 24 years, continually getting better as the months go on. So that's why I'm so encouraged. That's why I'm sharing this with you. This is one of the most natural skincare lines I have stumbled across that I have personally seen. I can read every ingredient on the ingredients label, and most of them are organic. Now, I have been bit in the past by using an all-natural organic skincare routine. It was one of those situations where I was using the routine and it was making my skin better for about 3 months, and that was the longest stretch at that time that I had had one single routine work for my skin. So I was so encouraged. I shared that organic routine with you guys, and then, I kid you not, 2 weeks later, my skin fell apart. The amount of blackheads that built up in this area of my skin here, the inflamed, super painful, deep cystic acne, 2 weeks later, it just completely fell apart, and I had to completely changed the routine because that organic routine was not working. And then I moved into a more traditional type of skincare routine with a really gentle facial cleanser and a moisturizer and some sort of serum, just really basic, thinking that if I got really, really basic with my routine, it would get better. Unfortunately, I couldn't let go of that desire to treat and fix the problems with my skin. So for the majority of my skincare life, I have been using products that are supposed to smooth, even skin tone, treat the acnes. I've tried drugstore skincare, I've tried high-end skincare, I've tried a lot. But there was something about Bambu Earth when I started looking at their website and looking at their products that made me think, why not? Might as well try it. Everything else I've been doing simply hasn't been working, but I was incredibly hesitant because of my past experience with all natural routines. This video is not sponsored, by the way, at all. While Bambu Earth did send me my first set of products, it's been 6 months, and I personally have repurchased and repurchased and repurchased from them over and over and over again over the course of these past 6 months. They were kind enough to offer you guys a coupon code that is 30% off. That's one of the best coupon codes I think I've ever been able to give you guys. I'm very grateful that they were willing to do that and to send me these products in the first place, but I honestly don't see myself changing this routine for a long time because 6 months is the longest stretch I have ever gone. I'm saying it again if I haven't said it already. This is the longest stretch I have gone with my skin getting better and better, instead of getting better for like a couple of weeks or a couple of months and then taking a really hard downturn. So that's why I am comfortable sharing this routine with you. I've been using it for a while. It's weird. This is a weird routine. If you come from the land of foaming facial cleansers and toners, this routine's gonna seem weird. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit prefacing. Hopefully you understand what's happening, what's going on. All right, first product is this one right here. This is the Bambu Earth Makeup and Dirt Cleansing Oil. So the color of this oil is a little bit weird. It's very green. All of the products smell very crunchy, very herbaceous, very earthy. And I've come to love it because I feel like they actually work. As you can see, my skin was very calmed and soothed, but as soon as I started massaging this oil into my skin to cleanse it, it turns bright red. It's just my undertones, okay? You can see that I am just gently rubbing this in and my skin turned bright red. I'm one of those. You touch me, I turn pink. I applied that to dry skin. Now I'm getting wet hands and massaging wet hands into this oil. Now I am wetting a microfiber cloth. This may or may not be a Jessie Curl microfiber towel that I cut up. Shh, don't tell them. You take warm water. It says very specifically, super warm but not steaming. And then wipe the oil off. I have used completely oil-based cleansers in the past and I couldn't stand them because I felt like my skin was super oily and greasy, and I used to think that if I stripped my skin completely of oil, then I was removing any of the oil that was gonna build up in my pores and cause acne and breakouts and blackheads. I am so prone to blackheads. You have my nose. Let's see, can we be really good friends? Let me show you my bare naked face with no makeup on it. I have very large pores. I am extremely oily, extremely sensitive, and cleansing my skin this way, wiping off the oil with a microfiber cloth that is really, really warm, makes my skin feel clean and not stripped. I have always had an issue with cleansers in the past. I would wash my face and my face would feel so tight, so itchy. I felt like I had to instantly put on moisturizer. I almost couldn't get the moisturizer on fast enough in the past. Now I feel like I can cleanse my face And maybe, you know, like take a couple of deep breaths before grabbing the moisturizer. All right, the next product is the Bambu Earth Rose Water Cleanser. There are no surfactants in this. It's a gentle, no foaming, hydrating blemish control with tea tree product. It's rose water, glycerin, and tea tree oil. So I take a cotton round with a few soaks of the product on it, and I just kind of hold the side of my face as I wipe it. Makes me feel like I'm not tugging as hard on my skin when I do this. I don't know if that's true, but it's what it feels like. Next step is the Intense Hydration Facial Mist. This is really cool because it has frankincense in it, which is really anti-inflammatory. I'm gonna take just a few sprays. Maybe a bunch of sprays on my skin, and before that dries, I immediately go in with the Repairing Facial Serum. This is on the spendier side, but it lasts for so long because I only take 5 drops on my fingers, and I smooth that in while my skin is still damp from the Intense Hydration Facial Mist. I can't tell you how scared I was to start using these products because they are all oil-based, and that just seemed like an absolute recipe for my skin to get wildly congested, because that is what had happened in the past. Instead, when I started this routine, I had a bunch of, this is gross, I'm sorry, I had several raw, deep acne cysts on my chin. I was extremely congested in this area. I had tons of blackheads on my nose and a ton of blackheads on my forehead. When I started using this routine, I would really massage that makeup and dirt cleansing oil into my blackhead areas. Just really take my time, very gently wipe it off. I noticed within the first couple of weeks, as I was massaging my skin in those blackhead heavy areas, the blackheads were literally massaging out. They were falling out of my face. I was amazed and floored and a little cringed out, but that's what was happening. Next, we're going in with this bad boy. I have had this for 6 months, and I did repurchase. I just repurchased because I ran out. This is the Intense Hydration Cactus Concentrate. It's blue, but you can't really see. I'm gonna scrape out just, that may be too much actually. It's been kind of hard to get out the correct amount since I've gotten really, really low, but you only need the smallest amount. There is something about this product. They say some people just use it as an eye cream, but I put it everywhere. There is something about this particular product that is really wildly anti-inflammatory. After I have applied, there have been days where I've skipped this and I did notice a distinct difference, but on days when I apply this, after I've applied it, my face feels so good. It's a noticeable difference, like an anti-inflammatory, extremely soothing effect on my skin. I know how much this costs. Why? Because I've repurchased it. I know how long it lasts. I know that the cost per use is very, very low because it's lasted 6 months, and the difference that I feel when I use it is so noticeable. It really is. I am just grateful that right now in my budget, I have the ability to purchase this and this next product. I've talked about this before. This was in previous skincare routines. This is the Skin Better 75 SPF tinted sunscreen. Again, arm and a leg, but they're very good about their airless pump and you getting exactly the amount of product that you pay for it. Like, I think there's over 300 something pumps in every product. And for this sunscreen, you only need 1 pump for your entire face. And yes, I know, I have seen the skincare videos where they say you need a 1/4 teaspoon of SPF in order to get the SPF out of the product that they say on the bottle, like 1/4 teaspoon. I've seen that. I've watched the Dr. Dre videos. However, Skin Better Science does, to my understanding, say that 1 pump gives you 75 SPF over your entire face. Is 75 SPF overkill? In theory, yes, but I used to train horses, and that meant that I was outside in the sun for sometimes 8 hours a day, and I have a lot of sun damage on my skin. So while I have literally worn SPF every single day of my existence from age 11 till now, I am getting even more intentional with my sunscreens, with my reapplication, with which ones I use, because I really don't want to accumulate any more sun damage if I can help it. So that is why we're going with the big guns. You can see that I am like a glazed donut. We've got the dew going on. I am shiny, shiny, shiny. As someone who is incredibly oily, using an oil-based repairing serum, using an oil-based moisturizer, and cleansing my face with oil and rose water, you would think that I would be so wildly greasy that no makeup would ever stay on my face. And it is absolutely true that you cannot train your skin to be less oily. You cannot train your hair to be less oily. Your oil production level is dictated by how oily you are naturally due to your hormone balances, etc., etc. While that is the case, I do think that my skin was slightly compromised due to the years of using products with active ingredients. I think my skin barrier had been wildly damaged, and I had never committed to using products long enough that were going to heal that skin barrier. I have watched my skin barrier repair in the past 6 months. I'm 35. I have fine lines. I have lots of melasma on my forehead. I have a giant scar here from an old zit. Sun damage here, but my skin is very, very calmed and soothed. It's protected. I will cover my nighttime routine just talking with you guys right here instead of filming it, because it's basically the same. At the end of the day, with my crusty makeup on, I use the Makeup and Dirt Cleansing Oil on dry skin. I spend 1, maybe 2 minutes gently massaging that all over. I get my hands wet with warm water, gently massage and break up all of that makeup. There is a trick. If you have mascara on and you're using an oil-based cleanser to get that mascara off, instead of pressing your lashes down and rubbing your lashes hard onto the skin underneath your eyes, stick your fingers underneath your eyes, then close your lashes. I don't know if you can see, but my lashes are on top of my fingers instead of underneath them. They're on top. If you massage like that, the mascara doesn't get rubbed and ooey gooeyed, really stuck underneath your eyes. Just that tiny little switch makes using an oil-based cleanser to remove mascara and makeup way easier for me. I feel like I have to scrape a lot less hard with my microfiber towel to wipe off all the mascara, flip the microfiber towel over to the other side, wipe my skin one more time. It's so easy. Follow up with the Rose Water Cleanser, Intense Hydration Facial Mist, and follow up with the Repairing Serum and the Intense Cactus Hydration Concentrate. If I, for whatever reason, get a breakout, I haven't had an actual zit or breakout for almost an entire month. We made it through the time of the month, guys, with no zits. What is happening? Is this how normal people live? Like not getting acne all the time, constantly? This is great. This is fun. Maybe I'm 35 and I've finally grown out of it. That is a possibility. That being said, if there is a zit on my face and years of trauma are making me itch to want to like treat the zit so that it'll clear up and get better faster, I have been using this. This is the Skin Smart Antimicrobial Facial Cleanser. It's the hypochlorous spray. It's basically water and hypochlorous acid. And it's not an acid as in it's got a really low pH and it's very acidic and it's gonna like make your skin more acidic. No, all it does is kill bacteria. So this and this are the only two non-Bambu Earth products that I still use, but everything else is Bambu Earth. All right guys, thank you so much for watching my skincare video. I sure hope it was helpful to you. Again, 30% off coupon. When you use it, I've noticed that on Bambu Earth's website, you click the coupon, it's automatically added to checkout, but it takes a second for it to load on their website. So if you're clicking on the link and trying to use the coupon, it takes like 10, 15, sometimes 30 seconds for that coupon to go ahead and load. So don't think that it's not working because it doesn't pop up immediately. It does take a second if you want to use it. If you don't, that's cool. I just want to be as helpful as I possibly can. So this is my skincare routine. It's basically the first time after I finished up Accutane that I've had perfectly clear skin, and after I finished up the Accutane, that perfectly clear skin lasted for like a month, and then the zits slowly started to come back. But this is the first time since that glorious month right after I finished up Accutane, my skin has been calmed, more even, less red, less inflamed, no zits. Yes, there's scarring. Yes, there's wrinkles. Yes, there's sun damage, but I filmed this entire video with zero makeup on my face. And there was a time when I couldn't do that emotionally. I couldn't stand to see myself without makeup on because I was that sad and insecure with my skin, and I don't feel that way right now. And I do think a large part of that is due to what this skincare routine has done for me, which is why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.